Now, Babajide Sanwo-Olu and the executive chairman of Origin Tech Group, Prince Joseph Samuel, toured the mid-level agro-food hub under construction at Abijo in Sangotedo, a Tiosa local government area of Lagos State. The governor was accompanied during the tour by his deputy, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, and Secretary to the Lagos State Government, Bimbola Salu Hudein. The facility tour came on the heels of the recently launched Produce for Lagos program and the 500 billion naira takeoff guarantee fund, an initiative designed to transform the state's food system, strengthen agricultural resilience, and improve food security. The initiative also aligns with both the Lagos Agricultural Roadmap launched in 2021 and the Produce for Lagos initiative. Speaking at the occasion, Governor Sanwo-Olu commended Origin Tech Group on the over 90% completion of the facility. The governor described that the hub, built on 23,000 square meters of land, will provide storage facilities, trading floors, and parking, helping residents in the corridor access fresh food easily.
The work is going on well. It's well over 90%. Completion is just to do extensive, external finishing, and to be able to clean up extensively and do all of the nice aesthetics that is required of this. So what you see here, we're actually doing similar things in 4 other locations. And when we said that we have a well robust plan around our Produce for Lagos that we launched, this is one of it. You remember we launched the middle level market in Auditorium. So this will be the second one. We have another one coming up in Bombata in Lagos Island. We have one coming up in Agege. We have another one in Oregun. There's a plan. My Badagry people and my Ekpe people are crying for that. So we'll go and look at, and Ikorodu. Yeah, there's one going on in Ikorodu. So there are 5 other locations that are being built as we speak. And the plan, like we did mention, if you remember my speech then, is that the logistics hub, which we've been to one time ago, is getting also nearing completion on phase 1, will be the ones that will now feed into the middle level market. So you can imagine fresh, food items. I mean, fresh, vegetables and fresh meat and everything coming in here. This entire axis of Aja, Sangotedo, up onto Lekki phase 1, phase 2, they all can come in here, and the ambience you've seen can take all of their needs. So it's part of the food security solution of Lagos that we talked about, and these are the investments that we're making. By this time next year, by the grace of God, you will see that all of them will begin to tie in. So when we launched the Produce for Lagos, is because we wanted to do it ahead. Let's do some heavy lifting ahead before the infrastructure get ready. Because for people to go to the market, and as farmers, it will take them 4-5 months before they begin to have the final production ready. So once they are beginning to get ready by the end of the year, these are the kind of places that they will come into from the logistics of.
In the same vein, Mr. Joseph Samuel said Origin Tech Group is the technical partner for the development of the project. He said that similar hubs were underway in Agege, Lagos Island, Oregun, and Ikorodu. He added that the hubs reached various completion stages. Other plans have been put in place for more of such hubs in Ekpe and Badagry, with a view to connecting to the main logistics hub in Ketu, Erenyu, which is expected to serve as the backbone of the food distribution network in Lagos State. Following the rising cases of building collapse nationwide, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has called for the urgent establishment of a national building tribunal to fast-track the prosecution of offenders in cases of structural failure. The governor said this was important because professional negligence in the built environment amounts to a form of social violence. The event was hosted by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu at Tafawa Balewa Square, and the event brought together government officials, industry experts, and professional bodies. Speaking at the one-day sensitization program on incessant building collapse in Nigeria and the launch of the Lagos Certified Structural Integrity Program, organized by the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development in Lagos. The governor said the time had come to move from reactive responses to proactive strategies in addressing the persistent tragedy of building collapse across the country.
All of these are stakeholder engagement, and our proactive actions is taking a proper line and is beginning to have impact. The ripple effects when it happens is always far-reaching. Fatalities, injuries, and loss of property is not what any government would fold its arms and see happen. Lagos is a city of ambition, and it has rapid growth. But with growth comes the duty to ensure that the safety of life and property is paramount. That is why we must move from reactive responses to proactive strategies. We must ensure that the root causes of building collapse, which may include substandard material, engagement of unqualified professionals, non-adherence to approved building plans, and absence or delay in obtaining approval, corruption in the permit and monitoring process, poor supervision and monitoring, lack of maintenance culture. These are some of the reasons why we think these things happen. These issues reveal a troubling defect in professionalism and accountability and the coordination within our regulatory framework. But as a state, we must bear the brunt of this problem. We must stand up and we must be true and be real with ourselves. And we say to ourselves, neither will we allow this to happen again. We're proposing the establishment of a national building tribunal which will fast-track prosecution of offenders, incentive for compliance, tax rebates, and things that will ensure that developers do not cut corners. Community engagement, I think, is important, and that's one of the reasons why we're here. Partnering with our traditional rulers, with all forms of resident association, communities, CDCs and CDAs, to report illegal construction. To report illegal construction. LAPCA cannot be everywhere. We must ensure that engagement marks a turning point, a new era of collaboration. We must ensure that vigilance is critical and professionalism in Nigerian built environment is ensuring and is enforced.
Through MBSSII, we intend to prevent avoidable tragedies, instill professional discipline, and restore public trust in our construction sector. Ladies and gentlemen, the task before us is clear. We must build for life, not for collapse. This requires professionals to uphold the highest ethical standards, regulators to enforce the law without compromise, governments at all levels to invest in monitoring and compliance capacity, and citizens to be vigilant and informed about the safety of their buildings. Safety in the built environment is non-negotiable. It is a moral, economic, and legal obligation. Finally, I wish to reaffirm the ministry's commitment to work with Lagos State and other states, professional associations, academic institutions, and development partners to make Nigerians' buildings safer, stronger, and more sustainable. Let this workshop be a turning point where we move our reactive responses to proactive prevention, from fragmented enforcement to coordinated national action, and from a history of tragedies to a future of safety, resilience, and pride in our built environment.
Speaking also, the Permanent Secretary, Office of Urban Development, Olátúnjí, urged all stakeholders in Nigeria's built environment to adopt a culture of safety and strict compliance with building codes, warning that government enforcement alone cannot end building collapses.
Create in purpose solution and unite in our commitment to implementation. On behalf of the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, I thank the Honorable Minister present, our Governor, and all stakeholders for their dedication in making our built environments safer and our city more resilient. Like this workshop mark another milestone in our journey towards a greater Lagos and indeed a Nigeria we are all proud of, where every building stands tall as a symbol of safety, integrity, and excellence.
tó lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nísìn àti fẹ́ dá wọléwọlé padà ṣe gbọ́ nǹkan tí mo sọ a fẹ́ dá wọléwọlé a fẹ́ dá wọn padà sí ìlú Èkó ní ọdọọdún at least every 5 years àwọn LAPCA wọ́n máa rán àwọn wọléwọlé kán wá wo ilé wa àbá tó bá akọ́lé yẹn lánàá akọ́ ní 100 years ago àwọn wọléwọlé máa wá wò ó tó tó bá wo ilé wa wọ́n máa sọ fún wa bóyá ilé wa bóyá ó ṣe é gbé àbí ṣe bí bó ṣe yẹ kí sọ́nà nìyẹn tó máa ló ṣe é gbé wọ́n máa fún wa ní ìwé láti fi hàn dájúdájú pé ilé náà ṣe é gbé. Àti permanent secretary wa we need to build a resilient Lagos. Gómìnà wa máa ń sọ kíní kan wọ́n ní pé ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ Èkó nù ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ Èkó nù bóyá wọ́n ní Èkó kílẹ̀ sọ so wọ́n ní gómìnà wa ní pé ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa ní ṣàmájọṣe àbáníjọṣe. The Honourable Minister through the permanent secretary, I mean, you've started an initiative across Nigeria. This is something that we embrace in Lagos. We've been doing this for a number of years now. Even last year, we were at Bimora. We had thousands of people attend the stakeholder workshop. So we know that building construction and building production is not only with the professionals, but it is with all of us. So we all have to be vigilant, and we need to bring ourselves together to talk to ourselves, properly, so that we can understand what we need to do. Today is not a day of many speeches. Mr. Governor has told us several things that we need to do to get across to the people. Very, very soon, we are going to have booklets in different dialects of our country, not just Yoruba, not just Egun, not just Igbo, not just Hausa, because Lagos is a city that has received everybody.
Anything Leko Kuniya. Ekoti Toje Eko Abagimaya. A resilient Lagos. It is very important for us. And we believe that we will get to a point where there will be absolutely no building collapse in Lagos. And that way we can say that we have eradicated the shock of building collapse from Lagos State.
Stakeholders at the event stressed that synergy among LASPA, LAPSCA, the Safety Commission, and the Materials Testing Laboratory must be ensuring quality control of construction materials, and urged architects, engineers, landlords, and tenants to prioritize safety without compromise, because the safety of lives, the protection of investments, and the integrity of the built environment depends on the decisions made. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu unveiled a newly built multi-purpose auditorium at the Lagos State University Ekpe campus. The 550-seater auditorium was donated by the Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission and former Lagos Commissioner for Environment, Olátúnjí Bello. The facility, built and donated by Bello and his wife, is to serve as a center for academic, cultural, and strategic gatherings. The event was attended by former Ogun State Governor Aremo Segun Oshoba and top Lagos political leaders, academians, veteran journalists, top government officials, and students gathered at the ceremony where the auditorium was inaugurated. Speaking as the special guest of honor at the ceremony, Sanwo-Olu described the edifice as a testament to vision, commitment, and the enduring value of giving back to society.
This modern facility is more than just a building. It is a beacon of knowledge. It's a beacon of creativity and intellectual engagement. It will serve as a hub for academic discourse. It will be a place of cultural exchange. It will be a place of learning and understanding. And it will be a place of strategic gathering, enriching the rich cultural learning environment of LASU to all of our students and inspiring them to even be of greater excellence. As a government, we have consistently emphasized education is a critical pillar of our development agenda. Under the education and technology component of our Teams Plus agenda, we remain resolute in our commitment to providing world-class infrastructure and opportunities that will provide globally competitive graduates and students that will continue to make Lagos the center of excellence. Within the next 60 days, we'll be going to the main campus in Ojo, where we'll be commissioning, which will be the largest library in any university in our country. We'll be handing over that library. Honorable Minister will invite you to come and see it again. The largest, environment for learning at that, Ojo campus, and several other projects. We'll have the biggest student arcade in that university. We have the biggest student, several things, in that university, and we're just saying to ourselves that we're thankful to what God is using our current management, led by the Vice Chancellor, to do. And so here again, we're witnessing a perfect alignment of when vision meets a greater Lagos. A Lagos where government, institutions, and the private citizens, be it a public officer or a private person, hands to advance education and to empower the next generation. That's why, on behalf of the people and government of Lagos State, we cannot thank Mr. Tunji Bello enough for deeming it fit, for having choices with his resources, for choosing to do this for the university and for the students today and the ones that are coming behind. Honorable Tunji Bello, thank you very, very much. We're indeed very grateful, and we're using this as a point of contact for others that will have land, we have space, we have what it takes to get much more donation, endowment. This university can take everything.
While speaking, Bello said the idea is my humble way of supporting the argument that public purpose is served better by helping public universities fill their infrastructural gap. He noted that the government alone could not carry all the burden. Private individuals who really have the means should invest in public tertiary education to create more opportunities, as is prevalent in several developed countries.
We all commit to the pursuit of public good. By that, I mean the audacity to envision what seems most impossible, and then someone relentless push to make it happen. Without wishing to sound sanctimonious and all righteous, one point I'd like to seize this moment to make is the consequential choice between transient enjoyment and posterity. Thus, by choosing to invest the money through sowing the seed in the vineyard of knowledge, I believe we are invariably preserving my sister's birthday cake in a way that will be shared and savored by many generations to come. Besides, this is my humble way of supporting the argument that public purpose is served better by helping public universities fill the infrastructural gap. Certainly, the government cannot do it alone. Private individuals who really have the means should invest in public tertiary education to create more opportunities as prevalent in several developed countries. The investment in education pays the best interest. No truer words ever been said or spoken. As you begin to take your seat and hear the voices of your lecturers through the public address system, I sincerely hope that this auditorium will inspire you to double your zeal, to excel in your academic pursuit, and become the next Ayodele Awujobi, Professor Wole Soyinka, Professor Chike Obi, Isa Abubakar, and Professor Oluwasomi Olukoyi Ransome-Kuti, and Ojetunji Aboyade of this, among other academic giants in our history. As parents, our fervent prayer is that you will be greater than us. This auditorium is my own token appreciation to God Almighty for His grace, and to my dear native Lagos State for the great opportunities given to me. First, I have also been one of the beneficiaries of the Lagos State Government Scholarship Award as an undergraduate at the University of Ibadan in early 1980s, and later the privilege of serving in public office in various capacities.
The Vice Chancellor of LASU, Professor Ibiyemi Olátúnjí Bello, who is also the wife of the donor, described the project as a symbolic expression of his commitment to educational advancement.
It is therefore with great enthusiasm that I extend an invitation to all Nigerians of goodwill, particularly the distinguished sons and daughters of Ekpe Kingdom, our accomplished alumni, philanthropists, and friends of LASU, to follow the exemplary leadership of His Royal Majesty and Honorable Tunji Bello. We invite you to support the university in the areas of our greatest need. Number one, Faculty of Engineering building to accommodate 9 departments. LASU today stands as Nigeria's most preferred university. Our student body is diverse, over 60,000 of them, brilliant and ambitious. Our faculty is progressive, globally connected, and passionately committed to excellence. Our graduates rank among the most impactful professionals in Nigeria and the diaspora. When you invest in LASU, you invest in a proven track record of excellence. You support an institution that doesn't merely prepare students for employment. We prepare leaders for Africa and the world. We stand ready to partner with you, support your vision, and ensure your legacy lives on through meaningful impact. In conclusion, let me once again express profound gratitude to my dear husband, my crown, Honorable Tunji Bello, for this remarkable contribution. I promise you on behalf of our great university that this facility will be optimally utilized, meticulously maintained, and deeply.
Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, said the auditorium was not just an architectural masterpiece, but also a testament to the power of an individual's commitment to public good. The project, the minister observed, demonstrated how visionary citizens could shape institutions and inspire generations.
It is with immense joy and deep sense of honor that I join you at this historic occasion, the official commissioning and handing over of the Olátúnjí Bello Hall here at the Lagos State University Ekpe campus. Today's event is not only a celebration of bricks and mortar, but of vision, sacrifice, and legacy. I also would like to commend the Vice Chancellor of LASU, Professor Olátúnjí Bello, whose husband we have come to honor today, and our management team for the exemplary leadership. Madam Vice Chancellor, your administration has not only advanced the cause of LASU, but has also redefined the university governance in Nigeria, fostering a culture of excellence, discipline, and innovation. Today, we celebrate a man who donated this edifice, which proudly bears the name Honorable Olátúnjí Bello. He is a distinguished statesman, an accomplished public servant, an exceptional journalist, and administrator of rare courage, a defender of democracy, a philanthropist, a former secretary to Lagos State government, and currently the Chief Executive Officer, Vice Chairman of Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission. The auditorium will ripple far beyond this campus, contributing to Lagos State educational advancement, enhancing Nigeria's academic reputation, and empowering our youth with tools to lead, innovate, and transform the society. To stakeholders, alumni, philanthropists, and corporate organizations, and well-meaning Nigerians, I appeal to you. Let this gesture inspire you to invest more in our universities.
Former LASU Pro-Chancellor Sir David Sumoni said the edifice represented a classic example of individual social responsibility, adding that the endowment charted new path in donating back to the society.
With a befitting environment for lectures, symposium, seminars,
and other intellectual engagement. This edifice is a classical example of individual social responsibility, and we must commend Honorable Aulatúnjí Bello for this altruistic feat. To the students here today, let me say this: you are the beneficiaries of this gift. We want you to use this facility not only for learning, but for building character, networking, and preparing yourselves for leadership in a competitive world.
The construction of the complex began in 2021 when Aulatúnjí Bello turned 60. Instead of celebrating the milestone with a traditional party, he opted to channel resources into the meaningful project, encouraging friends and well-wishers to contribute funds towards the construction. Olátúnjí Bello Auditorium is situated at the Faculty of Environmental Sciences, LASU, Ekpe campus.